Okay, never mind, it seems to be up. Okay, so first game, Tibia versus Gichtenlord. I believe it's round of 128. There was an extension. First game is a recorded game, and after this there'll be a live match. It was a best of 3. This is game number 1. Okay, so still adjust the sounds and take that off. And so we have Gichtenlord in the right hand side of the map playing as Japan against Tibia playing as the Dutch. Of course, this is ESOC patch 2.0, and that does mean that Dutch have been significantly buffed, whereas Japan, no, don't do that. Japan has well, no changes were made to Japan at all. Historically, this matchup has been quite in Japan's favor, just due to how, in general, Dutch doesn't have a really good counter to Yumi archers. You can see that the game is kind of playing a bit slower than usual. Maybe just how my computer runs recorded games. But I'll give Tibia enough time to finish his actual team game anyway. I'll speed it up towards the end if we need to get on schedule. Either way, back to Dutch against Japan. So far the treasures so far have been Gichtenlord getting up 50 wood, which is going to be pretty nice for him, considering that he did start with 100 coins, so he only has to chop 56 wood, to get the first shrine up. Of course, that shrines normally cost 125 wood, but once he does get the consulate up, he'll be able to ally with the Portuguese, and that will decrease the cost to 106 wood. In fact, he might not have to chop any more at all, and that looks like what he's maybe doing, or maybe not, because he is going to be picking up a 90 wood treasure. I'll see whether he elects to build a second shrine straight away, or wait until most likely Heavenly Kami gets sent. So he does have enough to build a shrine, and he just lays down one straight away. Switch over to Tibia. No deck selected yet. Go back to Gichtenlord. Heavenly Kami is the first card, and as you can see, 25% cheaper shrines, which when combined with Portuguese Consulate does mean that it will be 75 wood. Okay. It's just as well that this is a recorded game, because well, I haven't actually tested on many of the settings very much, so hopefully they'll be fine. Either way, stuff going on, slightly slowly, but we'll speed it up. This is age 1, there's nothing really much to say from this point forward. Heavenly Kami has arrived, and he's using that 90 wood to place down the shrine somewhere, most likely. Getting quite a few water buffaloes as well. Well, maybe just one of them. Possibly a second somewhere else? No. Second shrine going up here. Now switch over to Tibia, and 3 settlers still not yet arrived.
Yeah.
But he is aging up with 16 villagers, which I believe is 1 more than usual on TAD, because the standard is supposedly 15 vills. Interesting choice, but nothing wrong with that at all. It's, 16 will make you slightly slower, but the important thing is that you have enough villagers on wood and food to be able to get a bank in transition. Plus, sometimes when you age too fast, your bank hasn't come up in time, so you don't have enough XP for your shipment. So 16 vills is perfectly fine over here. Okay, so Gichtenlord at 400 food and another villager in queues. I do expect him to be able to queue up his next wonder when he reaches 680 food. Remembering that the Portuguese consulate does grant a bonus where things like 15% off food and wood costs of buildings. Oh, is it 20%? No, it's 15%. 30 food also going to help with that. Once he gets that, he will be able to place his first wonder down. And just to see whether he's going to place it up here or down here. Looks like it will be down here. That's probably the right decision, given how there's only 2 elephants over there. I think they only count for 2 on a shrine, which does mean that this would not be fully booked by animals. Though he does have 2 water buffalo here as well, so. Slow mode. Let's see. Is it to do with this VSync thing? Excuse me for a while. Where is this VSync? What happens if I disable that? Doesn't really do anything, does it? Well, whatever. It will be in slow mode. Not really slow, but kind of slower than normal.
Commando?
That's alright. Still not much going on at the moment, so let me just okay, music too high. Sound options. Can lower that. And there you go. Still nothing much going on, of course. Still age 1. Bank is coming on down to Tibia. He did set up 4 villagers and that. The bank is something like 4.25 bills or no, 4 bills? About 4 bills as well, so 4 is also generally a decent number to put in a bank. We'll get up in time. Gichtenlord just shrine booming over here. He also has 1 shipment already stacked, and this is kind of also a remnant of the fact that just like Brits, when Japan booms via shrines, well, in the case of Brits, is manor houses. Either way, their boom gives you XP at the same time, which also contributes to how they're not as reliant on there being a trading post on the map, unlike some other civilizations. Tibia agent with 400 wood. Still not much else to say here. 8 pikes going up, actually. Well, I mean, 8 pikes being the first shipment sent, so now we have something to say. And there's a barracks going up. So it looks like Tibia is going to be aiming to put on some early pressure as Dutch. Gichtenlord might not necessarily be expecting this, seeing as this explorers. Well, I'm not sure if that's been in line of sight. Probably not. I don't think it was in line of sight. Anyways, explorers. I don't think explorers have scouted this, but he will likely be able to see the 8 pikes coming and then know something's up. Basically, all this time, Gichtenlord has just been shrining. He's up to 80 shrine population, which is basically 6 regular shrines plus 1 Toshogu shrine. You can see earlier just now how he was going to ship 600 wood, and as soon as he saw these 8 pikemen, he started to switch to 5 Yumi archers. So he cancelled that and shipped 5 Yumi archers. And that's kind of an adaptation going on, and I think it's a smart adaptation given how from a barracks there's nothing which really hard counters Yumis. You can see skirmishers coming out. They do decently, but they're not actually a hard counter to Yumis, like cavalry would have been or something. I don't necessarily like Tibia's decision to be sieging down the consulate though, because that's got 3,500 HP and it's not going down anytime soon. Possibly what you could have done is try to siege. Well, there's no shrines in the immediate vicinity, but I don't know. What I would probably have done is gone for the skirmishes, because Japan also, you can exploit the fact that they don't have a cav shipment early on or anything like that, and typically they don't start with cav. So these pikemen would probably be better spent just sieging a shrine, any shrine which you can find, especially these skirmishes. Pikemen could be made to push in later on when he's got a stable going up or something. Either way, Yumi is getting off quite a few free volleys. Envoy over here tanking a bit as well. Minutemen were called. Looks like the constant really goes down. So he was actually able to do some damage. Now the fact that Gichtenlord is close to 400 export and consulate is down, this does mean that he will be denied of the 7 pisteros from the consulate, so that's somewhat good for him, I suppose. Shipping 5 Yumi archers for a second time. That's his second shipment age too, I believe, so he's really expecting a lot of pressure. I don't really think at this point that the extra 5 Yumi was needed. You can kind of assume that Dutch isn't going to be switching to cav anytime soon. He could have easily shipped 600 wood and continued to boom over here. I think Tibia's... because these 8 pikemen don't add anything to the fight. He's got enough Yumi anyway to... or he would have had enough Yumi had he used full Bacho here without sending the 5 Yumi archer shipment. He would have been able to hold without needing to send that, I think. could have shipped either 4 bales as he is right now or 600 wood. Either way, he has elected to send 5 Yumis as his next card. And still queuing up Yumi archers. Now up to 110 shrine population. And now he's walling up. Stuff happening over here. So speeding up a bit, just more poking over here. What's Tibia doing? Market going up. Very much. Another bank going up as well. Okay, so 5 Yumis, and shrines obviously on wood, because that's how they're most efficient. 3,000 food left on that cherry orchard and 600 on that berry bush, so everything's fine in terms of Japan not being starved. More Yumis coming out, and this wall hasn't been completed yet. Of course, on ESOC patch, walls do have half the HP as they do on regular patch, but they still provide some cover if we have, say, 3 cav were to arrive. And there would be a few issues with pathing, and I assume the Yumi archers would be able to kite back. 3 cav wouldn't have been able to do much. I'll quickly check the Twitch chat to see how things are. Okay, apparently I need to turn up my voice volume more, so that means that I will be pausing for a short while to just change the boost here as soon as I can find it. Okay, I've kind of tripled it now, hopefully. I actually set it to no, I can't go further than that, unfortunately. So I'm going to change some other things. Volume control, no. Recording devices. Properties. Levels, advance. Okay, how about this? See how that is. You see the difference in about 2 minutes time. And I'll check the chat then. Either way, more skirm versus Yumi battles. Just going to speed this up because nothing much. He is sending 600 wood first. I mean, finally. And that will be used to supplement his Yumi production and possibly get another barracks. Though he did add in a stable. And it's interesting how he's mining over here rather than in front of his base where the explorer will have line of sight. And if you see all villagers on coin, then you can kind of expect the cav switch coming up. Switching over to Tibia. Well, still 4 banks, but a 5th one coming up, so he is going to be max banks, as on ESOC patch. More Yumis, and 5 Nagis coming in pretty soon. Tibia still no stable, but he is getting ready to age up to the next stage. He's getting steel traps now, but he will reach that 1.2k, 1k. There he does, queue up with Exiled Prince. And Gichtenlord, going to push out over here. Not too worried about anything. Probably anticipating that Tibia is going to age 3 as well. Going to save his shrine from these pikemen. And these skirmishers may be in a bit of trouble when these 5 Nagis collapse in. Yeah, all of them going to go down. Tibia is up to the next stage, and here comes his first stable and another barracks. He's probably anticipating that he will be losing this first barracks, and there's no point in training more units from it when they're just going to die. So sometimes when you have the military production facility, but it's in the wrong place, then sometimes it's just best to abandon it, and I think he's made the right call over here, just rebuilding his barracks over here. Nothing in queue over there, I assume. Yep, nothing in queue. He's just waiting for his military production facility to go up. 1k wood coming out, actually. Interesting, considering that he's already built his military production facilities. So what can that 1k wood be used for? He also max banks as well, so I'm not really sure what that 1k wood can be used for. Might have been better off sending a different shipment. Either way, Gichtenlord now sending his 2 cherry orchard rickshaws. You can see that he's pretty low on food. Maybe about 1.5k left. And we'll see if he elects to try age up as well. He's at a lot of coin and not much food. I expect once these orchard rickshaws are live, he'll be tasking more of them onto that. Shrines on coin at the moment. Looks like he'll be staying age 2 and massing Nagi and Yumis for the time being. Hopefully there's not too much noise from what's happening in the background over here, but hey, it's only a recorded game. Artillery foundry coming up for Tibia, and that's where we see pretty much the only advantage that Dutch has from aging up, in my opinion, that you can get artillery, because Reuters plus skirmishers don't actually do much against Yumi mass, especially if Yumis have the upgrade shipped, and he does not have the 20% attack thing shipped, nor the daimyo, so these are still only regular Yumi, and he has not rebuilt his consulate to use up his export either, or switch to Japan. Okay, so looks like there's going to be a bit of a fight now. Just going to pick up 2 villas and a few pikemen over here. Is Gichtenlord. Here comes the singular falconet, and he'll probably be trading off some food at the market in order to get that second falconet out. We shall see. Oh, there he comes. 2 falconets out, and that's going to help with these Yumis. He did also ship 7 skirmishers, I believe. 8 skirmishers. And here come the Nagis. I'm not even sure if there's enough Reuters here. Of course, Tibia does have the ability to call Minutemen. He hasn't sent them yet. Though Gichtenlord being a bit careful here. Not going to go in just yet. Could be fearing a pop from the town centre. So as you can see, he doesn't really have much to fear. He can just go straight in with how much he has over here. Though going to be a bit cautious. Gichtenlord, I expect, is close to 200 shrine pop now. So he's still got about 3 or 4 more shrines left to build since he's at 180. More Nagis coming in. All of these going to get caught. I doubt they'll get 1 bill even. So going back to that situation over here, I fully think TL had the ability to just push in and win the game over there, since there were only about 10 veteran Reuters versus 15 Nagis and a lot of Yumis. And scrims don't do at all well against that composition. Gichtenlord aging up well with the Golden Pavilion, which will give him a boost to, or whatever boost he chooses for his military units. And now that Gichtenlord is aging up, that kind of gave Tibia this timing window where he can actually try to do some damage. I actually still believe that if Gichtenlord just pushed in over here, he could completely, kill this army. He's got enough Nagi to do that, and he's got enough Yumis to pick off the Reuters. Interesting over here. Well, we'll come back to that later if that becomes relevant. Anyway, 2 falconets and a bunch of Reuters. Now the Reuter mass is probably too large, actually. Still not going to do anything. Possibly Gichtenlord is waiting for the wonder to go up so he can attack with the bonus, but I think he should have just gone in as soon as possible, as soon as he saw how small the Reuter mass was comparatively at that point in time. Now the Nagis have been scouted, and the fight's going to happen. I'm going to speed it up a bit. First shipment is going to be 2 flaming arrows to try to deal with these falconets. And he is getting his disciplined Nagi upgrade over here. Looks like he's going to be pushing in over here and trying to do something. Yumis were idle for a while. And here comes the interesting thing. Earlier we saw how he was training these 5 petards, and they're going to come in and try to do something. They do 1.6k damage, so 5 of them will kill a town center. Unfortunately, 1 of them died, so it just about almost killed a town center with those. Only 4 petards got shot off, and he's going to be sending in these Reuters to try to siege down the town center. Here's Tibia. Town center does go down, and let's see what he does with these. He's kind of forgotten about them, and well, he's kind of running away over here. Personally, I don't think that's the right decision, because they're going to die anyway. He could have just switched them to melee and done as much damage as he could on one of the flaming arrows. Likely could have killed 1. Either way, 2 falconets coming in, and Gichtenlord currently does not have a shipment point. And he's stacking a lot of resources. Still no consulate coming out for Japan. Speeding up a bit. Here comes the disciplined Yumi Archer upgrade. And still nothing. No outpost and no town center. Looks like he's skewing up enough wood for a town center though. You can see he's got 2 shipments stacked. Score is about even, so that's something to note. Though I still do favor Japan in this situation. Here comes the second town center, but the first at this point in time. 2 Falconets going to come in. Probably will be able to deal some damage to the Sugar Shrine. Nope, there's going to be a fight over here. And I don't think there's nearly enough veteran raiders. And okay, quite decisive. Gichtenlord winning without, well, not at this point in time having a town center. And I don't know what to say. I mean, that's just kind of dies in this matchup. The only way to effectively deal with the Yumi mass is possibly either mass Falconets or make a timing switch to plenty of veteran hussars and try hope that works. Not going to be enough over here. Tibia could probably have played on over here. He's stacking 2k. Gichtenlord's got stacking 2.5k. I guess Tibia is almost out of coin mines as well. No, he can go over there. If I recall correctly, at this point Tibia was having problems with his mouse and just rage quit. So, but either way, I think this game was over. Even though Gichtenlord didn't have a town center, he's just still got too many shrines. I don't think Tibia even sieged down 1 shrine. This whole game. Maybe he did siege down 1 shrine, but nothing more than that. You just can't let the Yumi mass get going, and these aren't even. Well, I can't actually tell over here, but they aren't actually. I don't think they upgraded the Yumi archer. That. Either way, game 1 over here by Gichtenlord. I only know that because I know the result. Maybe I looked at the situation here, it would have looked fairly even. Okay, so we're going to see if we can actually cast a proper game, and we'll see how the settings are in general.
Yeah, there we go. So this is game 2. Gichtenlord is up with 1 point, which basically puts him at match point. Since it is a best of 3, so there might be a lot of pressure on Tibia actually.
Yep, still loading into the game.
Now pray the UI works. That would be great.
Works, no problem with the UI. So Gichten, how do you want to pronounce his name? Okay.
Gichten, I guess.
Gichten?
I think he's German, right?
No idea.
I'm pretty sure
he's German.
German.
Pink or red or something. Updating the scoreboard, so
yeah.
GLHF. He starts in the top right of the map, while Tibia starts in the top left. That's France. 3 wood crates over here actually. 3 food crates and 1 wood crate.
For both players? Yeah, so there won't be an ATP, most likely.
Probably no ATP. I mean, on regular patch, when France had an extra 100 food start, you could probably still go trading post, but with 100 food less, then I don't think it's viable here anymore. Gichtenlord being a bit sloppy with his villagers, going to be idle for a while. For some reason sending 2 to build a house, and Tibia's out. So 2-0 for...
He gathered up all his food crates to 5 fills and then just stood idle for a few seconds.
Okay, maybe he was alt-tabbed, or...
Angle tilt?
Maybe his mouse just doesn't work, and his...
Yeah, by the way, it doesn't really work. I'm not sure why, but it's like really bugged. I'll send a screenshot, or it doesn't work actually, screenshots in this game. I don't know why, but sure. I'll stick with it.
Yeah, whatever.
So he also went offline, so maybe his game just crashed. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no idea what's happening. He did have some issues with his PC.
I guess.
Possibly his AoE 3 crashed or something. That's
yeah, seems like it since he also didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Could have tried to reinstall the UI.
Okay. Oh, he's in the chat. Says, quote unquote, it's going to be hard. My mouse and comp does not work at all.
That's not good. But he just made it free. So how does that work?
Don't know what's gonna happen now.
I don't know.
Yeah, his combo did crash.
Well, he's in the game again, so it's a very quick restart for me.
Yep. Okay, let's go. Let's try this again.
I mean, it's over by maybe 5 seconds.
Okay.
Alright. You can just have it on minimize UI, right? You don't have to switch it.
Yeah, you need to minimize UI.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because if you switch it to maximize, then the UI doesn't work at all. So.
Well, the UI does work actually. You just need to switch to minimize during the game.
Yeah.
And then you need to fix it using some console commands. So the score is still 1-0 in favor of player 1, the Gichtenlord, Gichtenlord.
Yeah, just call him Gichtenlord. I like his name.
Gichtenlord, okay, Gichtenlord it will be.
Gichtenlord.
Gichtenlord versus Tibia.
That was nice, timed out.
Okay, so we're starting the game now. And try number 2. ESOC Higher Plains, Gichtenlord playing Portuguese against Tibia, playing the French civilization.
Yep. Now it's going to be interesting to see if they do start with 200 food this time. Because if they do, then it's going to change their game plan pretty dramatically.
Still waiting for the record game to load. UI seems fine on my side.
Yeah, I know it doesn't work for me, but it's fine. It always worked in the past, so it's probably just a setting somewhere.
So it looks like it's a coin start actually this time around.
Oh yeah.
So earlier the random crate was a food crate, and this time around the random crate's a coin crate. So it's going to be helpful for France in general, just because of how they like to get an early market. Maybe not so helpful for Portuguese. He is still gathering up his coin crate anyway, even though he's building a house. I think that normally if you want to build, you want to gather up your coin crate, then you need to put up a market and trade at the market for wood.
Well, you can just get steel traps, but since they start with all these small beaver treasures, or small, in this case pretty big,
50 coin,
50 coin, yeah, you should probably just buy some wood with it.
Yep, sometimes personally I just buy the wood anyway, not get the upgrade, just because you get the XP from building the market.
Yeah, and the first 2 or 3 times you buy wood with coin, it's always more efficient to 50 seconds.
Yep, apparently. I think it's only with Dutch though, but I could be wrong.
I think it's with all civilizations. Since you also get up that 100 coin from the crate so fast, so...
Yep. Shift Control F for the fog. You can kind of see how Tibia's been scouting the map pretty well with this scout. He's scouted along the southern half and seen all these lots of small treasures guarded by coyotes. So 75 coin, 60 XP, 60 food, and looks like his explorer is going to be picking up 70 XP. Actually.
There's not really a lot of big treasures. They're picking up 70 XP and 70 coin now. There's 80 food on the right side, but no 95 wood or 140 food.
I think normally this is a big treasure, but in this case it spawned as the 2 cow treasure.
In this case it's a bunch of useless cows, right?
Useless? Not well. I'll leave the insult aside for now, but...
there is actually 95 food on the map. And it has not been scouted, but he's got it scouted now, Tibia.
So Tibia will see it. And maybe having an explorer contention over here in the middle of the map. Now I'm just going to walk past this other.
Leave it till later.
Portuguese did his spyglass over here, and he's going to see 80 food. I do expect him to go straight for that, actually.
Yep, he is. Nice spyglass. He knows he has a scout or this, and he knows there's supposed to spawn somewhere there, and luckily it was just on the edge of a spyglass.
Yep. It's a nice spyglass in that it saw both the trading post and the treasure, so you get the extra line of sight boost. You can see how
Oh yeah, it did actually. Nice.
Yeah, Gichtenlord seems to be aging up with 13 vills.
He also shipped advanced trading post. Yeah, trading fields is pretty standard, right? Well, not for you, I guess, but
Yeah, well, the standard
it's
is
pretty
usually
standard.
13 or 12, I think, is standard. Usually 13. So advanced
Yeah.
trading post, so as soon as he picks up this 80 food treasure, then he'll be going forward to try to put down a trading post.
Yep.
As soon as he's got 120 wood, of course, which is the cost of a trading post after ATP has been sent.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting though, because Tibia is picking up this 60 food now, and he can actually just try to shoot the Explorer, and he won't be able to get a second trading post up.
Well, Explorer's fairly high hit points at this point, I think. Though if he does bring his scout in as well, then yeah, that could be an issue.
He's not going to scout it actually. I was thinking I was going to go for this trading post, but just goes for the other one.
Yep.
Also sending a fill, pretty sure, to the trading post. That's pretty nice because you cannot get free trading posts up in transition anywhere otherwise.
Tibia's hanging around this trading post though, so he does look to be getting one of his own.
His scout's also trying to scout some trading posts, I think. No, he just went the other way. I thought he was going to go for this trading post.
So villager actually going to the furthest trading post.
Yep, and Tibia building his own. So if Tibia builds another one, then there's going to be a pretty big trading post contention because then it's pretty much even, right?
Looking at how it's set up actually, how his Tibia's Explorer is all the way over here, and you know, Gichtenlord's basically got the edge over him in terms of Explorer positioning. So
yeah, but Portuguese won't get 4 trading posts in transition, I'm pretty sure. If you do that, then you're going to get 5 house out.
Well, you don't have to get 5 house out as long as you've got this many trading posts, really. I mean, 4 ATPs control a lot of the map, and it's really difficult to take them down.
True. I guess. So yeah, going to age up at 4 on woods, runs to the wagon. I wonder, he's going to place it in the middle, I was going to say. Because if France still just goes for a colonial agenda and tries to take the trading post, then this might be very hard to hold, since I suppose Portuguese is not going to go for his own colonial agenda.
It's an unusual choice of town center placement because it's not next to any stationary resources. Typically, I know when I place my town centers, then they're next to a stationary resource such as wood or coin at the very least.
Yeah, but, looks like he's just trying to guard his TP in like the middle of the map or something.
Yeah, it doesn't actually guard it though, since it's out of range. But I'd probably have placed it over here where it's closer to the hunt, and it's also kind of walling off the choke over here next to the cliff.
Yeah, or here actually, just next to these 2 hunts and a mine on the far side, I guess. So to secure this location. Actually, it's pretty interesting.
Judging from the lack of production facility, I'd assume that he's also, Gichtenlord is researching Stagecoach. Of course, you can't see in the UI, but the fact that he hasn't used the wood for a barracks or a stable does mean that it has been invested in the Stagecoach, and for a Stagecoach trading post versus 1 will give him basically a 3 trading post advantage over his opponent, which is approximately like 12 villagers if they're all in wood.
I find the market very interesting. If you're going to go for a trading post strategy, then you usually delay the market until 700 wood arrives, and he actually finished building before 700 wood arrived. Instead of building a market, he could have just invested into this barracks, and he would have already been making musketeers. But instead, he chose to go for the market.
Yeah, that's something to consider as well.
I guess.
And he hasn't actually got any upgrades from his market either.
Yeah.
Well, now only getting hunting dogs.
Building 3 SR TBAs, and not going to push out with them just yet. Looks like he's going to go for some kind of colonial agenda. They're going to take out his Explorer, but it's pretty much useless now because 4 trading posts have been built already.
He will be able to get 45 XP from killing it, though.
That's true, but it's not going to prevent him from building more trading posts.
Yep.
He's done his job. He can die now.
So Gichtenlord herding that bison towards his forward town center.
Really interesting. He shipped 700 wood, followed by 600 wood, and I'm not sure if I agree with this, since you have 4 trading posts with Stagecoach already researched, so I'm not sure why you would ever need 600 wood.
I'm not too sure either. Possibly a batch of pikemen? Who knows what's in queue actually?
I can't see.
We've only got barracks in queue and 4 villagers stacked, so no military units in queue actually. Still at this point in time.
And he built 3 musketeers. Actually, Tibias are going to run by.
He may be going for a semi-FF. Yeah, I'm not going to get a villager over there. Pikemen going for the trading post down here, but I don't think it's going to be enough. We can see, I think 3.
I think they can actually, from what I experienced. 5 pikemen can barely take out a trading post. I think 2 will die, if I remember correctly.
Not very cost efficiently, though.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, how did that happen? Oh, okay, it was very close. I was going to say, do you see this villager? One villager went down by the way, but it was getting hit, and then suddenly he just regained HP. I was so confused. But
he's such a great coast.
Yeah, I was like, what? Transfusion on the queen or something?
Yeah.
But no. He's trying to micro this pretty well actually, but he might lose a Hussar. Kills one musketeer for.
Yep, so he did kill one villager earlier and one musketeer
Yeah.
for the cost of the hussar.
And there's one low HP villager somewhere, I think. No.
Plus the fact that the musketeers were up in the north meant that they couldn't be down here and trying to kill off the pikemen, defend the trading posts.
Is he making more actually? Yeah, I think he did make more. A few, 2 or 3.
Yeah, so far the trading post has killed 2 pikemen, so it's basically paid for itself already.
Yeah.
He's already had several passes of XP. This does, of course, allow Tibia to get his own trading post up once that goes down.
Nicely heard this hunt, since it was previously on the left side, like next to this cow treasure. He heard it pretty nicely to the right side.
Yep, and
is Gichtenlord aging already?
Sorry?
Gichtenlord, is he aging already? I can't see.
Yeah, Gichtenlord is like 78% of the way up. He was stacking resource to age. You could kind of see that he was going to age, given how he wasn't actually training any military units.
He might lose a villager here if he's not careful. No, he's going to see it
Let's
immediately.
see where the town center wagon pops out, though.
In the base.
Back town center. I suppose that's kind of to be expected, especially seeing how there were 3 hussars next to his town center, for a town center, or 2 of them.
I like this, because he's not going to take out another TP in a north here, and if he can also get that, then he has 3 versus 2 TPs, while Gichtenlord paid for it, so that's pretty nice for him, since he didn't pay range stagecoach.
I think this one's probably going to be able to survive, though. Possibly 5 dragoons will pop out or something like that, and
also something to keep in mind is that these training posts from Gichtenlord are only 120 wood, so as you said, by killing 2 pikemen they basically paid for themselves, while Tibia's training posts are still 200 wood, which is a pretty huge investment if you think about it when he's going to fortress.
Yep, absolutely right there. And
Tibia's macro not on point though. He has 1000 food now with 90 fills on it and 400 coin, so I might ship 1000 coin. Oh, actually,
Tibia's actually doing okay, I suppose, at 900 food and 400 coin. Though he doesn't. What's in queue actually? He's got skirms and dragoons in queue, the regular Tibia stuff. I mean the regular French stuff.
This training post is going to survive with half HP, so it's pretty nice for him. He might repair it, but I don't think it's necessary actually, because Tibia cannot push this training post, because when he does, then Gichtenlord is going to run into here with some dragoons, kill a few fields, and then go back when the units retreat from Tibia.
Yep.
So
Tibia with 10 dragoons. Yeah.
Oh, now there's 10 dragoons now. He shipped 5, I guess? Yeah, he did.
Shipped 5 and he trained 5, and there's also a few skirmishers here. Could pick off a few of these dragoons, possibly 2. Likely 2.
To note, I didn't see this before, but Tibia actually completely skipped the 700 coin and instead shipped economic theory. What do you think about that? It's kind of gearing up for the long game, I guess. He's a team player.
That's possible, yeah. Well, he only made 3 hussar, and
yeah, true.
Not 5 hussar. So if you made 5 hussar, then you'd be a bit slow if you wanted to do that. But since he only made 3, he also saved about 400 resources, which is kind of compensating for the lack of 700 coin, right? Because it's only like 300 resources down from usual. 700 minus 400.
I'm kind of worried though, because Tibia currently has 4 population available and 1000 resources above, and not gathering any wood. So I might try to buy some wood and just play some houses. 2 Falconets riding, by the way, which will get him popped, but
his trading posts are buying Gichtenlord a lot of time. You can kind of see from his resource count that he may be trying to age up. No, he's just spent his resources. No, Gichtenlord. He just shipped Mamluks, I think.
Tibia also spent a lot of coin. I'm sure what happened there. Maybe bought a lot of wood? No. I think pretty sure Tibia just lost like 1000 coin, but he doesn't have any mercenaries in his deck.
Well, probably just queued up a bunch of units. Gichtenlord.
Oh, he's gonna find this actually. If he goes here, there's like 5 dead fills.
Yeah, well, he already found that because of the stealth scout. Interesting to see Gichtenlord kind of switching to hussars over here and possibly shipping Mamluks or planning to ship Mamluks.
Yeah, he shipped 1k coin before, so it's probably
and he's also upgrading veteran hussar, so he's going to probably push in with maybe 9 hussar and those 4 Mamluks and try to do some damage to this army.
Yeah, he tech to veteran hussar, which makes them 20% stronger or something. So it's very nice for him. If I were him though, I would cancel the Mamluks right now and just ship them again. Okay, they're right now, but if I were him, I'd cancel them and then ship them again, because now the Falconets are not even close to the town center. You could try to bait them a bit, just put them a bit closer.
Well, I don't think there's nearly enough dragoons to deal with that many Mamluks, combined with the fact that there are already dragoons over there.
Yeah, and veteran hussar, I guess. Oh,
a fight going on, yeah. But
Yeah,
the
he
Mamluks in the
also
back.
getting picked off, and the whole of his army was engaging. Also, a lot of idle fills. I can't see how many because you iceberg, but
Yeah, it
I
seems like
see a
he
lot
was
of it.
waiting for the Hussar batch. Looks like two batches of Hussars from his
Yeah, but he
stables.
was like
But
four,
he should have just
three.
gone in straight over there with everything, I think. But either way,
Now it's gonna go in. I'm not sure if Tibia has enough. Yeah, if he focuses down these veterans Sora pretty well, then he might have enough. But he seems like he's just A moving and
yeah.
moving back.
Well, Falconets will definitely go down if they get focused down by Mamluks.
Yeah, but then again, they have no purpose right now. There's no infantry. They can just shoot
Yeah,
down
the
some
important thing to
skirmishers
know
now,
is
so
whether he can take down enough dragoons by the end of this.
I think this is
And
great trade for Tibia. He's might
yeah,
run pretty well, just moving back. There's no skirmishers to take out the goons.
yeah. Plus
Pretty sure
all of
Tibia
the
wins this
cavalry.
fight. And he has 3 training posts right now. The third one did go up, so it's 3 versus 2.
Yep.
And this army from Gichtenlord is pretty much useless against this composition.
Yep. Dragoons don't really counter dragoons very well, basically.
No. Especially if there's a mass of 20 skirmishers in the back.
Yep.
And it gets even harder.
I think Gichtenlord lost his chance earlier on when there was this much smaller dragoon mass, about 15 or so.
Yeah. I don't like Tibia sieging down his town center. You know, there's no resource here. He scouted this resource location before, so he knows there's someone here. He scouted this, so he knows there's.
Well, I think it's all right actually, because this is just an easy target at this point. There's nothing defending.
Oh yeah, but it was like 3,000 HP. I mean, you're just giving him time at this point. For him to get, for example, Castadors out, ship 8 Castadors, get a skirmisher mess going. 2
organ
Organs
guns
even.
coming out over here as well.
Organ guns are not good though. Especially when there's like 9 Castadors. These goons can just run in, pick them off. Maybe the organs will get a free volley off, it's like gonna kill 2 skirmishers maybe.
No, they walk out of range, Tibia noticing in time. Running away and establishing a second town center. So now he's playing for the long game.
Yeah, he knows he has an advantage, so if you have an advantage, build upon that advantage. Like he could just run in here and risk losing the game because to a bunch of skirmishes or something, but like why would you? You know, if you have the advantage, take the excess resources you have and build up more economy.
Yeah. So at this point, game actually still fairly even. Well, Tibia currently slightly ahead in score, but I think Gichtenlord's got some units in queue. But only a score differential of about 10 to 20, and that's not really that much. Gichtenlord did lose his third town center, so he's only spamming from 2 town centers. And once the second town center gets up for Tibia, then he's basically going to have better economic unit potential.
Yeah, he also has the Cordoba, of course, so it's better for it. I find it interesting though. Tibia's building a what's it called? It's the Comanche. Yeah, it's a Comanche training post, but that doesn't actually give him any economic things.
Well,
it only allows him to make faster cavalry and cheaper. But I think he was gonna go for the Cheyenne for more hunts. It seems like a logical option to me.
I think he's fine with the hunts, because if you notice where his villages actually are, even though there's no hunts close to his town center,
and he also has this.
they're still in the range.
Even gathering from this mine, so confident.
Like, in my opinion, it's a deliberate move, because he's got an arsenal. He's also got ranged cavalry caracol. He's got cavalry combat. So if he decided to switch to cuirassiers, then the upgrades when they stack on these.
Yeah, that's true.
Good.
And it looked kind of scary there. These skirmishers kind of bunched up against training posts. If the hussars ran in there, then he would not be able to guide back. And the goons were sieging this training post with 400 HP. So yeah, now Tibia looks to be in a bunch of trouble with 2 Oran guns and a bunch of Castors firing at his steel town center.
Yeah. Tibia still seems to be just massing skirm and goon. No cuirassiers in queue or anything like that. Though he did just get the Comanche upgrade. So these veteran dragoons are, well, they got quite a lot of upgrades stacked on them. They got the ranged cavalry caracol for the extra attack and range, and they've got the HP and attack from cavalry combat and the HP from the Comanche upgrade. So just going to keep massing goons over here. And he's actually training a falconet in an artillery foundry somewhere.
Yeah, it's next to the second town center.
Yep.
A falconet though, that's pretty nice actually.
They'll be able to deal with the organ guns by themselves actually.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if it comes out in time before it goes down.
On the map.
Yep.
Did all the map nukes go down by the way? I don't see
them. No, they're over here. And Tibia has full vision of that because he does have a stealth scout.
Yeah.
Interesting to note, outpost over here and a third town center.
Yeah, it's going to find it though in time. So this location are going to go up in time.
Yep. So town center did go down, but 2 falconets are out for Tibia. Hasn't deployed them yet. And maybe in a bad spot here.
Ooh, these Valknets, yeah. But Memory Raiding is so risky though. If these goons from, or just like 5 goons from Tibia just run in there and just chase them down, they're all gonna die because there's no
I think this
support.
went pretty well for Tibia.
Oh yeah, that shot.
Yeah,
That's
this sounds
huge. Gonna get another one.
like 10 Cassadors went down. Plus, when all the skirms and when all the Cassadors and Dragoons ran in, a lot of
Ooh.
damage being done to them by the skirmishers and Dragoons from
Yeah.
Tibia.
It's gonna focus down now. It seems to be.
And now I
Oh,
think it's probably a good time for Tibia to actually try to switch to
yeah.
cuirassiers, and he has actually got a few of them over here.
He lost all of the memories to 3 cuirassiers who popped out of the outpost while he was sieging the town center down. He didn't notice in time, so all of those memories are down.
Yeah, they're probably low HP as well, because I don't think Mammoths actually go down that easily in general, even if there are 3 of these. Yeah, so drag boxing the whole army over here.
Well,
Slowly
alright.
walking.
So this is a problem for Gichtenlord because he is gonna run out of resource soon, and this is pretty risky since the Jew is coming out that way. But basically, he has no food left. He has these 2 bison, and that's it. Yeah, Tibia took the rest of the map.
You can also see how Tibia is stacking up on all the upgrades on his cuirassiers, as I was saying earlier. He's got cavalry cuirass, he's got the Comanche tech, and plus he's got cavalry combat. So 675 HP on a veteran cuirassier, quite a lot.
Yeah, that was what I was saying earlier. If you're ahead, just expand that advantage. Get economic upgrades, get unit upgrades, get better units such as cuirassiers, and then just win the game eventually. Starve out your opponent.
Interesting to note that Gichtenlord is actually still ahead in economic unit population, even when you recalculate stuff.
Yeah, but he has no resources.
But
so
he has no resources left, so those villagers... Plus he's actually gathering on mills, while Tibia is still on natural resources.
Yeah, it's 1200 wood just waste into nothing. Well, Tibia is using the village seconds from 1200 wood into units.
Yeah.
And he fights, it's going to be huge. Well,
small wall going up here. Yeah, if that raid, I mean, if those villagers get scouted. Plus, these mills are kind of in a strange location.
Yeah. If these mills get conquered, or like this location gets, if he gets there, then mills are going to be forfeit. And now he finds it.
At the very least, I think only one of these mills will be okay. All villagers going down over here. That's probably more important. So that's like 15 villas going down here.
Yeah.
Maybe 12 or something. Well, yeah, that's quite a huge dent in Gichtenlord's economy. He was trying to raid a bit with these hussars, but doesn't look like that was too successful. There was a town center which went up, plus there was an outpost.
Yeah.
And we can kind of see. We kind of see nothing actually, because Tibia trying to go back over here.
Yeah, I'm not sure why actually.
He's probably okay to push in over here.
Yeah, he can either push in or siege down the training post. Maybe he just wants to deflect these raids because they've been giving him a lot of trouble, causing him to bail his villagers constantly.
Yep. We can see how most of the game is being all kind of if there's been any fighting, it's been centered around the trading post. So all 5 trading posts are taken at this point in time. Tibia did send Wilderness Warfare, which does give his skirmishers plus 20% HP. Not just skirmish, but also the Corps de Bois.
Oh, interesting actually. Hey, you don't see that card often. It's a pretty good card actually, 20%.
If we compare the villager upgrades, so currently Tibia's CDB have Refrigeration, Wilderness Warfare, Economic Theory on them, plus the standard market upgrades, Steel Traps, Gang Saw, and Great Coat. And also the second tier Amalgamation upgrade. Whereas for Gichtenlord, he's got the first Seed Drill upgrade, and he's also got Refrigeration and Eco Theory. So in terms of economic shipments sent, they're fairly even. But given how Tibia is now going to be spamming from probably 3 town centers soon, and Gichtenlord has yet to rebuild his 3rd town center. So yeah, we can kind of see by the score how Tibia is pulling ahead quite. He's actually aging up to the 4th age. I missed it, but he's almost up to the 4th age. And once these become Gendarme cuirassiers, then that's going to be a pain to deal with.
Yeah.
Though there is a significant Dragoon mass for Gichtenlord.
True, but the skirmishers are also compact.
Yeah, lots of villagers are going to go down over here, most likely. Or maybe about 7 of them, possibly more. Now, all of them are going to go down since these Dragoons are going back.
These goons cannot contest this. Skirmishers coming now, they're going to shoot on all these goons. And let's see in the text being researched.
Nope, nothing being researched so
anything
far.
yet. Alright.
If you click on cursor, then it'll also show you if it's being researched. So yeah, no upgrades for his units just yet.
Tibia getting kind of caught with this skirmish, though, getting kind of flanked.
Well, there's nothing to snare them, nothing to slow them down, so he's going to be able to escape easily. Looks like his first upgrade will be Gendarmes.
More
Gendarmes coming in here. Yeah, he did ship his age up bonus, which was 1k coin there, since he did age up with a Tycoon. Gichtenlord re-establishing himself in that coin mine, and if you look at the rest of the map, that's his last source of coin. He doesn't have any plantations, and his next source of coin will be over here. Anyway.
Interesting to note that Tibia, I think, doesn't have any mills yet, does he? I don't see them.
Nope, no mills.
He has a lot of resources, though, resources.
Yeah, he's got 2.5k food stacked anyway.
Yeah.
He's in no hurry. Plus, if he does get the Cheyenne upgrade, then he's got food for a few more minutes after that, and even so.
Gichtenlord actually also aging to industrial.
Yep. Still a long ways away, probably about 1 minute and a bit.
He does have a lot of goons, so if he can somehow get the Giants and the Janitors up,
it's going to be tough though, because you see all the upgrades stacked on these cursors, 875 HP on them as well.
Yeah, all the command ship upgrades, the home city guards, the gendarmes. Look at their stats, just
looks like he's going to be scared back for it though, or maybe just waiting for his skirmishers to come in. But I think with the amount of upgrades stacked on the cursors, he could probably just attack mode over there.
Snare the goons, A move,
yeah.
GG.
That's what Gendarmes tend to do. Plus, these Portuguese dragoons only have the ranged cavalry caracol upgrade. They don't have the 20% upgrade from the card. Anyway, this is definitely the time for Tibia to go in with these cursors. Castador's in the wrong spot over here.
Terrible choke for the Castadors.
Yep, skirmishers firing on what they need to fire. Gendarmes on the organ guns and the Castadors, and GG has been called by Gichtenlord.
Yeah, those Castadors got caught so hard.
Yep. So Gichtenlord 70% of the way aged up, but that's not going to help him over here. These
Castadors they all got bunched up between the market and the barracks. It's like two gendarmes just attacked these Castadors for like 2 seconds and they all went down because of the area there, which is brutal.
Plus, well, forgot what I was going to say.
Alright, so Tibia's going to get game number 2, which was scored 1-1.
Yep.
And that means we're going to go into game number 3 on Pampas Sierras. This means the civilization's reset, so they can play any civilization they want again.
Alright, just going to have a quick look at the graph. So we can see how Tibia hardly ever got raided this game. There's been almost no dips in his villager line, maybe 1 or 2. Whereas Gichtenlord, there were a few large raids, which he lost his villagers. I think mainly these were on the coin mine in the north and the coin mine in the east. So these are big coin mine raids. Military unit population fairly even throughout the whole game, though in the end Tibia's just had superior upgrades and superior military unit composition. And yep, all resources gathered. Tibia pulling through it towards the end. Okay, so on to game number 3 then.
Yeah, we see Gichtenlord still linked in with Portuguese.
Cities have reset, did you say?
Yeah, it's probably said. I don't know if it's going to play Portuguese on Pampas Sierras. I don't expect so, since there's no training post. That's the only thing which makes Portuguese good.
Well, they've got some interesting strats on this map as well, but, you know, we'll save that for some other time. I'm going to get myself a drink, so I'll be right back.
Alright. I think Tibia has some problems with his PC again since he went offline and didn't come back. Oh, there he is actually. He is online. So where is he? I'm not sure. Hopefully his PC won't crash again.
Okay, I'm back.
Hi.
Maybe I'll put the overlay up and update the scoreboard on the overlay. So,
Tibia is very, very confident. I'm gonna lose now. Can't control anything.
probably a good pick on this map would be Japan or Brits. Anything that doesn't rely on needing a trading post. Though Japan even more so because the hunts are fairly low.
True. Is Cramper online actually? Oh, he isn't. I think I'm with it. No, I don't know if I'm at it. Okay. Because if he is, then we can do this game right after, instead of waiting an hour we're doing a show match.
Yeah. Apparently Gichtenlord going for the classic Yumi wall combination. At least that's what he's saying. He could be doing some psychological warfare here.
Yeah.
Like he'll go like full samurai or something.
Just gotta make a bunch of marks as well, so there's no walls needed. Just gotta click in actually to Japan versus France, which I personally find a really hard matchup as France, especially if they just go bow rush on and on the P map. But it might just be me. He's confident in it though, so it's nice. Your game sound's kind of low, so in-game sound, so if you could turn it up.
Alright, I think, well, it's just probably because I alt-tab during the game. And when I alt-tab, the sounds go back up, so this game just won't alt-tab at all.
Alright.
Should be fine.
Yeah, Jim said so. I'm not sure how trustworthy Jim is, but... For fuck's sakes, Tibia says. I'm not sure what he's saying. Maybe his mouse doesn't work again.
In my opinion, this matchup is generally, you just go Expo Pike as Tibia. And
yeah, especially on non-Tibia map.
Yeah.
Just go Expo Pike and hope he does it well.
Yep.
This is gonna restart again actually. So SPC is unbroken again, it seems. Hopefully it doesn't affect display.
Yep. I'll put the overlay back up since nothing's happening. Look at that overlay. It's a beautiful overlay. Okay, so Tibia's back actually.
Yeah, hopefully it works now.
For now.
Oh, clicked in, clicked out, clicked in. Okay, what is he doing? He's just... Okay, I think... No, what is he doing? You see that? Just switching colors. Making a fireworks show.
Probably just like spam clicked it to check whether his mouse worked.
Doesn't really work with the ready button though, since it's like so buggy.
Yeah.
Forgot to make 20 layers of walls last game. Alright, so there you go. Japan versus French on Pampas Sierras.
Yep, interesting matchup.
Yeah.
Probably more Japan favored than on other maps, given how there is no trading post, and France often... Well, the counter to a non-trading post sort of boom is often just a trading post and stagecoach. is how the meta has evolved at this point in time.
Yeah.
As it stands, Tibia is going to have to try and limit Gichtenlord's booming.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to be able to do it on this map though. Since this map, like, he was probably joking with the Yumiya walls thing, but if you see the cliffs on the right and left side, it's pretty easily wallable actually.
Yeah, there's lots of chokes basically.
Yeah, you can get a reasonable wall from like 60, 70 wood, maybe less. But yeah, we go 100 wood start, which doesn't really affect anything since you cannot build training bus anyways.
Yeah.
And 200 wood start for Japan, which does actually affect something because it means he has to gather 100 wood for a shrine if he builds a constant.
106 wood and no wood treasures anywhere around him either. So he could alternatively ship 300 wood. Oh, his villagers are being idle over here for some reason. Now he's retasked them, but that's going to cost him quite a lot, especially since he's going for the consulate build.
Oh, he's building it with 2 vills, so because he was late, I guess. Also interesting, he sent both of his explorers to the right side, sorry, to the left side to get the llamas. Oh, he missed these 2, but alright. Because llamas are pretty good for Japan, since you can toss them on shrines and they can generate more resources.
Yep, well that's, I guess that is kind of relevant. And he's going to have 2 llamas only for the time being, because the scout does appear to be picking up the ones in the south part of the map. French scout, that is.
Yeah, and Tibia actually picking up this 70 food, which is nice for him because he gets 70 food, but it does mean he has to forfeit all of these llamas. Now, if you check the unit stat, I can't see it actually because the numbers are bugged, but I'm pretty sure Gichtenlord has more llamas right now.
Yeah, Gichtenlord has 4 against Tibia's 1 at the moment.
Yeah. And he's gonna pick up. Actually, Tibia killed those 2. What a bastard. But alright.
Deleted them.
No mercy.
No mercy. Okay, so Gichtenlord electing to build his first shrine over here.
Yeah, did he get any downtime in stances? Did you notice it?
He was at 8 villagers out and 2 in queue when he had about 100 wood, so I doubt there was any problems over there.
Yeah, he built his console with 2 villagers, so he probably didn't have any downtime, but then again he used another villager, which can also be seen as downtime.
Yep.
So because especially as an agency, if you want to have as least downtime as possible, since you can continue building villagers in transition to the any age actually, but to the colonial age as well. So if you can get a stream of villagers going constantly, then you have no risk of losing villagers. So that's so to say.
Yep. Interesting to note how Gichtenlord only just now picked up his first treasure, which is 30 food, whereas Tibia has gathered 3 treasures already: 40 food, 70 food, 40 XP. And that 110 food from those treasures is basically, plus the fact that he's aging up, that he's gathering his llamas. Oh, is he doing what I think he's doing?
Is he doing the Inca rush?
It's possible, because he's trying to age up as soon as possible by eating on the llamas, plus his explorers hanging around there, going to be able to get 75 wood.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting to see.
And I've seen him do this before, actually, in France versus Japan. Just get the Inca training bonus and for some kind of Inca rush. I'm not sure what order you use.
It's actually quite effective because the Incas have high siege, and if you get the upgrade at the Mapuche settlement, which is like 50% extra siege damage, then you can pretty much get down the wonder before Japan's even aged if you age fast enough.
Ooh, treasure contention, as the interjection would say.
He's probably contention going on over here.
Well, they're on the village now. I'm not sure we got it. I can't see the.
Yeah, I don't see what's behind that.
Oh yeah, he got it.
Tibia got it, and he's going to be. Oh, is he going to?
Get away though. I want to do this. Yeah, just wait like 10 seconds, then build it. Come on, not that hard.
Yeah, he should have waited.
Yeah, definitely should have. So let's see what upgrades are at this thing.
Interesting to note, villager going down to build that training post over there.
Yeah, so it's 50% siege and damage increase, right? Infantry. This is like 100 going for 2 minutes, and 10% coin cost decrease. But it's not going to get the last 2. He's just going to go for the siege increase and just build a lot of Mapuche or Inca or whatever.
In my opinion, the priority when doing a native rush in this map is to get this one up first before you even get that one up. Because the units on this one have much higher siege by default. You kind of just take the second trading post on the right hand side just to supplement it with 50% extra siege.
Yeah.
Which, if all your army is sieging, then that's a 50% increase in your army worth
Yeah.
at that
Also,
point
it
in
also
time.
takes a lot longer for Quetzalcoatl to build a finisher, as
Yeah.
opposed to
Only
a.
two villagers on the Wonder, interestingly enough, and do remember that Gichtenlord was somewhat slowed down by the fact that it was a 200 wood start, so you
Yeah.
had to chop.
No forward shipping point though. Which is interesting because I suppose he's going to ship the what's it called? Yeah, he has in his deck the native 3Ds, but it's going to arrive all the way to Town Center, so he has to walk on a lot longer. Well, I guess he cannot really get a shipping point over there, but still interesting to point out because it's going to delay his native 3Ds units for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, here comes native
Yeah, there you
treaties.
go. Yeah. So you
There's a lot
see,
of units coming out.
yeah. I think it's onto something though. He sees the two trading posts, native trading posts, and he's going to build a wall. I'm not sure how effective it's going to be with 1.5k.
Well, the wall isn't really relevant here because with this much siege, you
Just
can
walk
just go
around
straight
as
for the
well.
Wonder, actually.
Yeah. And he's also not even up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how far progressed he is. He's going to take it to finisher, actually, probably. They say these things, they do have 15 hand damage. He's going to take a one finisher already, which disappears to the ground. Did you see that?
Yeah, it
It
just
just fell through the ground. Alright.
quicksand maybe. I don't know. It's pretty dry actually in this part of the world.
Yeah, it's probably not quick.
There's no point. There's no way it could be quicksand.
Are there even trees growing here? Look at the ground. There's like a bunch of like breaks in it. You
I'm
know
a
what I
bit
mean?
disappointed that Tibia didn't actually get the 50% upgrade. He's been using it to
Yeah.
spam these Incan Bolas warriors, and if you just cancelled 3 of them, then this army could have been sieging this down much faster.
Yeah, so you should also try to pull back some of the Huanca and just pull them to the top because I'm pretty sure the top Mapuche Iron Roots are out of range.
Yeah.
Building bonus war is actually interesting against the villages, I guess. But I think in this case, the priority will put your siege down as much as possible, prevent the barracks from going up. But I guess this also works. This looks to be a quick game, actually. He already lost like 4 fills.
Yep. And plus he's lost his shrine.
Yeah.
5 Yumi's coming
that's
out. I'm
brutal.
I'm not sure there's going to be
5
enough.
Yumis
But
is
if combined with Minutemen, there could
Yeah,
be enough.
Minutemen.
But he does not have enough for the 2 batches. Maybe he has enough for 1.
I forgot to send shipments. That's kind of harsh. I was first shipment maybe.
Oh right, I did not see that. But Heavenly Kami was sent at 4 minutes and 39.
Okay, that's it's very harsh. It's already in the age of.
We
wow.
did miss that, but
It's kind of resigned.
kind of assume that things will be going
Wow.
well.
GG.
So GG, well played by Tibia to siege us down. Gichtenlord,
Yep.
fortunately, making a mistake over there by not sending his first shipment in time.
Yeah, and also this strategy against Japan is just very strong. It seems like I don't know what Japan can do against this. Maybe if he scouts in time, which he did, he can maybe just put 8 fills in one or just go full military unit. Because
It would have been even faster if Tibia actually upgraded at the trading posts.
True.
These would have like 72 siege attack.
Yeah.
The Incan Huamincas. Anyway, so this series is going to Tibia. 2-1, so well played by him, and he will advance to the round of 64, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
This was played a bit behind schedule, but yeah.
I'm not sure who's playing against. We'll look it up actually. Someone should try actually to get Scramper into this because he's gonna be the next series against me actually. But since the Carrot versus Gemsy match got cancelled unfortunately, so Tibia's gonna play for Kaiserklein, which is a very strong opponent.
Okay. So he's going to have to do some preparation for that, and possibly needs to get his computer fixed because against a primarily known as a higher level supremacy player, then you need to be able to micro and kite and all that stuff.
A functional mouse would be pretty useful, yeah.
Yeah, it's not so easy to just do one strategy that you could over here. It was basically select everything, right click on Wonder, right?
Yeah.
Easy win, yeah.